Berger's car is then unexpectedly hit by an unidentified flying object. What? That's right, Italian tragedy. And you are in Small Great Stories. Every week here on Splash and Go, you already know a little story from Formula One or not, as long as it's quick, fun to tell, and nice to know. Let's go. For every great painful moment of Ferrari in Formula One, many others, drama, comedy, slapstick, have come. Working at Ferrari, Lewis Hamilton will learn this quickly in 2025, is a cauldron of pressure. The press knows everything that happens inside. There is no shielding that works. And everyone working in Maranello, it's traditional, under the terror of being considered responsible for a failure. The other teams make mistakes, many times, but with Ferrari, there are always dramatic overtones. And it was destined that one of these dramas would happen at the 1995 Italian Grand Prix and deprive the Italians of a 1-2 finish, or at least a victory that seemed certain. The team by that time was already racing under the leadership of Maestro Jean Todt, who had been hired in 1993 to bring order to the house. And the rebuilding process was underway. They had a good pair of drivers, Berger and Alesi. Fast, bold, fearless, on their day, capable of incredible things, but also prone to mistakes. Only at that time, the story would later tell, they were already after Michael Schumacher, perhaps because they had already realized that with those two, they wouldn't go very far. The car was the magnificent F412 T2, their last V12, and also the last by Johnny Barnard, of which he would be proud because he would still make the 96 one. But that car was horrible. The car started the year with promising results in the preseason, but suffered from chronic grip and reliability issues. As a result, the Italians were left hoping for a miracle and trying something. In Monza, it's long straights with that big engine. On Saturday, Berger qualifies the car in third, Alesi is fifth. It didn't seem like a very promising forecast. You must agree with me after all. Ahead were Schumacher and Hill, both from Benetton and Williams. Better cars, both competing for the championship. But Schumacher and Hill would have an accident, arriving at the La Roja chicane, clearing the way for the Ferraris after Coulthard was also out. Suddenly Ferrari in first and second. In Monza, something that hadn't happened since 1988. At that time also with Berger and Michele Alboreto behind. After a double round of pit stops, Alesi first, Berger a little behind, and as he followed, Jean Todt was already saying, "Let's go to the end this way," and the Italian fans celebrated as if it were a World Cup final. And for them, it's somewhat similar. Then Berger appears in the replay, retiring with a front left wheel turned in with smoke. The car was dragging along the track, and the fans, perplexed, thought then it won't be a 1-2 finish. But Alesi's still in the lead. However, the breakdown of the Ferrari behind happened in the most unusual way possible. Remember that in 1995 there was a micro camera on the outside of the rear wing, more or less here, like this, as if it were here. On the outside part of the rear wing, designed like this, as if it were a small wing. Well, and the car is still from 96. This camera, installed on Alesi's Ferrari in front, became increasingly loose with the vibrations, with the curbs that everyone attacks, and at Monza, it came off, flew, and hit the suspension arm of the other Ferrari of the Austrian. With no time to identify the threat and dodge at 330 per hour, it hit the suspension and goodbye. It was the end of the race for him, but yes, 50% chances still persisted. Ferrari has a happy afternoon in Monza. But then, 8 laps from the end, another suspension failure. This time without hidden reasons, without an unidentified flying object. But yes, a suspension failure. Alesi out. Victory, then, for the other Benetton of Johnny Herbert. That was then another little story from Splash and Go. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, it's free, it costs nothing. You know, it helps me a lot. The channel does me this favor, does us this favor to receive notifications of all our videos. And there are many videos that go live every week, every month, all year round. We have notification channels on Telegram, WhatsApp, and also on Instagram. You join and start receiving an automatic message the moment I publish each of these videos. We also have content all the time on our social networks. Instagram, Twitter, Threads, and TikTok are being shown here. The handles, the links are down here in the description. All right? So that's it. Thanks. And here it's good.